Florence, Oregon. 1975, Heceta Head Lighthouse sits on a cliff 205 feet above the Pacific, one of the most isolated postings on the Oregon coast. The attached keeper's house had stood empty for years before the Lane County Parks Department hired a caretaker couple to live there. Roy and Lillian Townsend moved in. The house had a reputation before they arrived. Lillian Townsend was the first to notice small things going wrong. Personal items moved from where she'd left them. Drawers she'd closed found open. A rocking chair in the upstairs bedroom shifted positions overnight. She documented these occurrences in personal journals she later shared with researchers. Roy was skeptical. Lillian was not. She started referring to their unseen housemate by name. The name Rue came from a local story. Historical records confirm a lighthouse keeper named Frank de Roy worked at Heceta Head in the early 1900s. A small grave was found on the property, believed to be that of an infant. Some accounts suggest the child belonged to a keeper's wife. Whether Rue is connected to that grave is undocumented. But the name stuck, and subsequent caretakers used it. In the mid-1970s, a work crew hired to repair the attic of the keeper's house reported something that made it into official county maintenance records. A worker replacing the attic glass found a mirror inside the wall cavity, and behind it, a collection of old objects. That evening, according to the crew foreman's account, the attic window was found shattered outward from the inside. They had sealed the room before leaving. The foreman reported the broken window to Lane County Parks the following morning. The official maintenance report, later referenced by paranormal researcher Dovie Thomason in a 1998 regional account, noted the glass had broken outward, physically inconsistent with wind pressure from outside. No one had re-entered the attic. The objects behind the mirror were removed, catalogued, and later lost in a county archive transfer. Multiple caretakers cycled through the property after the Townsends. Jim and Carol Halverson, who occupied the house in the 1990s, reported hearing a woman's footsteps on the stairs at night, measured, deliberate, stopping outside bedroom doors. Carol Halverson gave an account to Oregon Coast magazine in 1996. She described the sound as completely distinct from any settling or wind noise. She said it happened often enough that they stopped being alarmed by it. One of the more specific accounts came from a college professor who rented the keeper's house, now operating as a bed and breakfast, in the late 1990s. He reported waking to find a gray-haired woman in period clothing standing in the corner of his room. He described her as completely still, watching him. When he sat up, she was gone. He reported this to the innkeeper the next morning before learning anything about the property's history. The Oregon Ghost Conference investigated Heceta Head multiple times between 2000 and 2010. Investigators documented several anomalies, fluctuating EMF readings in the attic and upstairs hallway with no identifiable electrical source, 2 instances of unexplained auditory recordings, and 1 photograph showing an unaccounted light source in an upstairs window during a period when the room was confirmed empty and unlit. None were conclusive. None were easily dismissed. The mundane explanations cover most of this. Old houses settle. Isolated coastal environments produce unusual acoustics. The mirror in the wall was common in 19th century construction. Sleep paralysis accounts for the bedroom apparition. What the explanations handle less cleanly, the outward broken attic window, the independent corroboration between witnesses who hadn't spoken to each other, and the consistent description of the same figure across decades of unconnected accounts. Heceta Head Lighthouse is still operating. The keeper's house is still a bed and breakfast. Guests still report things. The grave on the property is still there. The county maintenance report with the broken window is a matter of record. So what do you think? Is there a rational explanation, or is something else going on? Drop a comment below, and if you've had an encounter of your own, we want to hear about it. Subscribe to WT Historical for more documented cases from the edge of history.